battle, and Haley likes to point out stuff, and she's just like, what's the point of this? Like, what are all these like? Why? Like, we haven't seen Tape Arm guy, or we haven't seen Baby Grapes in forever. Like, what's the point of them? And all of a sudden, that episode, here comes Tape guy flinging tape. Like, what?
He saved their life. He came back to save their life.
And then here goes Baby Grapes throwing his grapes all over the place. You're like, God,
well, they're from back for that. Except Gravity, because she was severely hurt.
Yes,
severely hurt to where she couldn't move.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. The only character that I remember them killing really is they brought Stars and Stripes in just to kill her all.
They wiped her out quick. I was like, oh, she's cool. And all of a sudden, bam, 2 episodes later and she's dead. And
I was like, oh no, they introduced this American hero. They just killed with the out. Quickness.
She was cool. She saved the day and then she died.
Yeah.
It's like, huh. And then they also killed what's his face that could see into the future.
Yes. That was pretty cool.
I can't remember what his name was.
What's name's assistant. He was his sidekick.
Something
All Might sidekick.
Night Eye?
Yes, Night. I think it was like Night Eye. Yes,
something like that. And then you think they killed Best Jeanist, and of course they don't. And you think they killed Bakugo, and of course they're not going to do that.
Even the guy who repaired Bakugo doesn't really die.
No, he almost died. Everybody almost dies. Now, All Might should have died like 10 times in this series.
Oh, yes.
And then he becomes Iron Man at the end, and he should have died then, and he didn't die. It's like, well, if they're not going to do that, then nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Iron Man. I'm not Iron Man. All of Iron Man. All Might should have died.
Yes, and of all the characters, like
it's easy to see him die.
Yes, right? Yeah, you're right. And then like, oh, it's the passing of the torch, and it's like Obi-Wan Kenobi dying for Luke Skywalker and all that kind of stuff. Nope, just couldn't do it.
It falls in line with the rest of the barriers of One for All, right? Yeah. It just fits.
Yes. He could die and then become like, the Avatar, right? Like,
what's funny is his avatar is in the spirit realm, but it's just the fiery flame of him. Yeah. It's not quite him because he's still alive. You're like, come on, just kill them all.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Like you'd think then you think Deku and Bakugo would fight harder for the memory of All Might, and then it'd be like, who liked him more and who was his favorite, like they would be doing that. And then, whatever. It don't matter. I did like it though. It was good. But I can't remember, like all the episodes and seasons kind of blend into one another. And I can't remember which one. I like the one with the little horn girl where she was like
that was the episode with Night Eye. That was the Night Eye season.
Yeah. And then there was like the plague doctor guy, and that was cool.
Dude that lost his powers, who can go invisible.
Pastor Matter, whatever his name was. I can't remember his name. I can't remember either. I remember Deku, Bakugo, Baby Grapes, and then Uravity.
And then I just remember you by your powers.
Yep.
Lizard Lady.
Now hold on.
Guy.
But the scanty clad girl that could pull things out of her boobs was named Creati, which I always made me laugh.
Yep.
Made me laugh. And then there's and then Mount Lady made me laugh too. Because of the entendre associated with it. And then she's also a giant mountain-sized lady. Like even the villains, I can't remember what their names were. Like just,
Nope.
Guess it don't
matter.
matter.
Who can multiply himself.
Who looked like Deadpool.
Yes.
Black and white Deadpool. And then there was Blood Drinker Girl. And then there was was his name Scar, the hero killer?
Yeah, something like that.
He didn't have a nose. I just saw it. So I remember the noseless guy with the swords. And
Slain? No,
I can't remember. Stain.
That's
what it was. Scar was from Full Metal Alchemist.
Lion King.
And Lion King.
Yeah, Scar's definitely from Full Metal Alchemist.
All right. Harland, what do we got to do? Talk football, don't we? Like, I don't even want to talk because the Bears are out. Giants are irrelevant. So, like, what's the point?
We're relevant. We are relevant. The relevance is there, sir.
Yeah, I guess. So we got to talk about what happened this last week. We talk about all the hirings. And then I figured because there's no games, but there is on the 5th, the awards. So we could, because you're down 2, I'm going to spoiler alert, you're down 2 now. And there's only one game left. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to catch up. And we'll pick the MVPs and stuff like that.
We had to be different. And I kind of knew Seattle was going to win. And the game was close. They put up a good fight, but.
Yeah. And there's a world in which the Broncos could have won that game too, and they didn't. It don't matter. Like that game was pretty kind of pathetic, to be honest. And it's like, who did you want to see win? I didn't want to see either team win, but one team had to win, and there was a blizzard in there, and it was 10-7. And the Broncos scored in their first possession. You're just like, and then they did nothing the rest of the game. Just like,
it wasn't a great game. It was not a great game.
No.
Unlike the Puka Nacua, Jackson Smith and Jigba show, where both guys go over 100 plus yards and a touchdown.
One-handed catch off of Sam Darnold's no-look pass. Did you see that one? He's looking that way, throws this way. JSN catches with one hand running out of bounds, and the ball never wavers in his hand. I don't know how he grabbed it and maintained control that whole time. That was nuts. Those two dudes are insane. And what's a shame is, I don't know if it's a shame, but Puka Nacua will probably be the offensive player of the year, even though JSN was. Everyone thought he was going to be the offensive player of the year until the last 4 weeks.
He misses 2 games in there. Did he miss 2 games?
No, I don't know if he missed any games or not. I know Puka might have missed a game in there too.
Puka missed, yeah.
But everybody thought JSN was he's on pace for 2,000 yards, the elusive 2,000-yard receiving season, which will happen eventually. It just hasn't happened yet.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely going to have 17 games now. Guys like Puka and JSN who are heavily targeted and appear to always be open.
Oh, God, yeah. And they catch everything that's thrown to them.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady, even though he's kind of obnoxious to listen to, he's pretty insightful sometimes. He was talking about how JSN's route running, how his shoulders are always level. They never dip to one side or the other to indicate which direction he may be going, and that's why he's able to constantly find himself open because he runs. There's no wobble to him at all. It's almost like he's like a gyroscope, running. It's always upright, and it's difficult for defensive backs to guard him because there's no cheat. There's no way. There's no tell because his shoulders always level, his head's always pointing straight forward. Right, it's just one of those things. And then, as he was describing that, he caught a pass wide open for a touchdown. I think, right? Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, both of them are good. Seattle. I'm not going to make any picks, but I think you know who I'm picking. I think yeah. Well, whether it's a hate pick or not, but
I'm not going to spite pick. So I think we had the same choice for the Super Bowl, so that's why we got options here for this week. What was I going to say? Stafford was good. Puka was good. Darnold was outstanding.
Defense, Seattle. The game was a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams scored points, right? It's the Seattle defense didn't go out there and shut them down, but the Seattle's defense is really good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, that's why I'm the hope for it, but Eagles hire Packers QB coach Sean Mannion as the new offensive coordinator.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm just looking at that now. I'm just turning to NFL.com and that's what I saw.
If I go on the headlines, there's that one, and this one's Sam Darnold related. Mac Jones definitely on the Vikings' radar.
Okay.
They had Sam Darnold. They won 14 games with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had the last 2 games of the season were rough for him. He had 2 bad games out of the 18 he played. They're like, we're good. We got this young stud, J.J. McCarthy, who's never taken a snap in the NFL and only threw 12 passes in all of college. And we decided to draft him before we knew what you were going to be. They could have kept Sam Darnold.
They could have kept Sam Darnold. What he probably was willing. They probably should have paid what they were going to do, but he was a free agent, and it's one of those situations. Is this who he is? Like, I think if they'd have got him for 2 years and could see him, how good he was, or did you think it was a fluke? And do you think that he's not who he is? We're gonna forget about all the bad tape. We're just gonna say this is who he is now. Somebody was gonna risk that, and it was gonna be a risk
and they're going to the Super Bowl.
And they're going to the Super Bowl. Well, yes. Darnold somewhere in the middle of the season was not very good.
He had a few games. Every quarterback has a few games, though. So,
but that defense is why they are where they are.
Their defense is outstanding, but I don't want to
take anything away from
Darnold has done this year, because let me pull up his line for the season. I know it's easy to just read a stat line and be like, he was great, but he was 17 games, 4,048 yards passing on 67% completion, 25 touchdowns, 14 picks, with a rating on the season of 99. 4,000 yards, 25, and 67.7, so almost 68% completion. It's hard to argue with it. I mean, it wasn't Matt Stafford's season.
Yeah, it was a good year. It was a good year. I'd say it was a good year. Just, I don't know. And yes, would the Vikings they used a year like that for their quarterback? 100%. 100%. But that's why GMs get fired. Because they made the pick. They picked the JJ McCarthy, and they had to go with the pick that they had. And it's not showing to be pretty good. And that's how GMs get fired. Right?
And it's not going to be good. Whatever, Vikings fans. Quasi Minso, what is his name? Quasi Mensa. Quasi Adolfo Mensa, that's his name.
That's the GM of the
Vikings, yeah. And I believe they gave him a big extension right before he drafted JJ McCarthy. Because he was hired him and Ryan Poles were both hired in the same season. And Joe Shane. Joe Shane, Ryan Poles, and Quasi Adolfo Mensa, who was like this analytics guy from Cleveland, I think.
That's never a good sign.
Cleveland is a bad sign.
Cleveland is a bad sign. But they have Munkin now.
Yeah, I mean, so they got rid of Stefanski to bring in Munkin. There's a lot of teams that
weird hires at the end.
A lot of firings where they're. I think you've said this in the past. Like, if you fire somebody, like, what are you going to do after? Like, what do you have to have a plan? I don't think anybody had plans.
Especially not the Bills.
The Bills, the Steelers, the Ravens. If Mike McCarthy was your plan in Pittsburgh, you failed. Failed miserably. I don't care if he's a Pittsburgh guy, right? It's not. It's like, that's a bad look. The Bills firing. What's his face just to promote Joe
McDermott
Brady?
to get to bring the OC.
Like, that's saying, like, we have no problem with the way things are going. We just didn't like the way they were going.
That was a power move in my end. Yeah. That was you tried to get me fired. I'll show you, and I'll get you fired. And I don't think McDermott was trying to get him fired, but he obviously took it personal when he said that we don't have the roster to a Super Bowl winning roster.
Yeah. But like, that was behind closed doors, though. It's not like you did that like in front of the press.
It was behind closed doors, but the guy he said it to was in that meeting, right? Yeah. That's like me and you going into a meeting, and I may not have meant it in a derogatory way, but you took it in a derogatory way, and for that I get fired.
Yeah. And dude got a promotion, right? And then they promote Joe, like, such a weird. Just like weird. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Like, and then like it almost feels like 2 years ago when Antonio Pierce was the interim, and then everybody loved him so much they hired him, right? And then they fired him the next season. Like, it's like I don't understand. I guess, but yeah, whatever. I saw somebody say that the Bills since they're be looking for a new defensive coordinator or whatever, that Sean McDermott would be the perfect hire for. He knows the guys and he knows the scheme, right? Like I don't know what they're doing. Like the Ravens, they hired the defensive coordinator from the Chargers.
Do the Ravens ever head coach?
Yeah, they hired a head coach. I want to say he was the DC for the Chargers.
I think I did hear that. Yes, Jesse Minter. Yes.
Yep. So he got hired, and then Stefanski went to the Falcons, and you guys got your Harbaugh. Who else? So the Cardinals still don't have anybody.
And the Raiders, I don't think.
The Raiders don't have anybody. I think the belief is the Raiders are probably waiting for Clint Kubiak, offensive coordinator for the Seahawks, and they can't hire him. Or they can't officially.
They can interview. Yeah, they can hire him, can't they?
And
on the off week of the.
Yeah, because they did an interview with him before as well. So the belief is that he's agreed to a contract. They just can't say anything until after the Super Bowl.
So Sean McDermott is going jobless. Arizona. He's going jobless. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, nobody wants Arizona. Nobody wanted Cleveland until Todd Monken. Like people were withdrawing because Cleveland was making people write essays and shit.
Listen, it's a job interview. Yes,
come on.
It's a job interview.
It's like modern day like programming test. Here, like program this module for us. So it's like free labor. Like the browser like make us 50 social media posts.
How would you give us 10 wins next season?
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in essay form.
Which of these prospects intrigue you the most for the number 2 pick?
Incite your work, please. Please
yes,
show,
exactly.
Sure. But I honestly, the Bills probably could have done better than the OC, right?
Yeah.
That job was probably very sought after.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that their OC is not good. I mean,
Joe Brady has been at the top of like the coaching cycle for the last couple of years. They're like, oh, it'll be the Joe Brady.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But it makes me believe they didn't have a plan. Like that feels like a knee-jerk. That was a knee-jerk fire. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh shit, there's nobody to hire. Guess we'll hire Joe Brady. Like, I mean, what's his face? Brian Daboll really wanted that job, and they'd talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably realized, like, no, we don't like this guy very much.
Not as a head coach. He just seems to rub.
They probably didn't like him that much as an OC either. They just didn't like him. He really wanted that job, though.
Yeah, he's now the OC in Tennessee.
In Tennessee, and who's their head coach? It is. I can't remember.
I don't know.
It was somebody. Originally it was going to be Matt Nagy.
Say no to that.
Yeah. and then it's Robert Saleh.
Oh yes.
Robert Saleh took that job, and now he's got Brian Daboll as his OC.
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine those two personalities conflicting at all.
Well, I'm the head coach, so you just handle the offense. The Robert Saleh, let him handle the defense. That's not bad.
No, might be good. They don't have any talent on that team, though. They got Cam Ward
and Tony Pollard.
Yeah, like I said, they don't have that much talent on that team.
But that's what you got to draft for. That's what you got to draft for.
Yeah, we'll see. But the Cardinals' job is still vacant, and the Raiders' job is still vacant. But it's probably Clint Kubiak. I don't know what the Cardinals are doing. I know their old head coach Gannon is now the defensive coordinator for somebody.
I saw that Bieniemy went back to Kansas City.
Yeah, hired him from the Bears. He's a new defensive coordinator for the Packers. So, okay, Gannon is Jonathan Gannon. Yeah, well, see, so Matt Nagy was the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. They didn't fire him. I think his contract just lapsed. They thought he was going to get a head coaching job, so they hired Eric Bieniemy to fill that role. And now Matt Nagy is hopeless, I guess, unless he's going to take the Cardinals job.
Did you say homeless?
Well, I don't mean like literally homeless,
yes.
but like he doesn't have an NFL team to go to. Or maybe he is homeless. Who he slept at the facilities? I don't know.
It's this offseason was a little weird. A lot of coaches, high tenured coaches, left their job or got fired.
Mm-hmm.
The replacements, I don't know. If you had to say, it was going to be difficult for the Bills, the Ravens, and Seattle and Pittsburgh to upgrade at head coach. That's why I don't know why you do it. If you can't upgrade at the position, why do you do it? Those other teams, I'm guessing that they were upgrades. I know the Giants, 100% Giants upgrade. I'm not saying that just because he's my team. We got one of the teams one of the better coaches that were out there that could have been guy. So that's an upgrade.
I think the Falcons is an upgrade.
Falcons is an upgrade. Callahan and Robert Saleh, but Titans just stunk. So it's really hard to tell if Callahan was the problem.
Yeah, I like Robert Saleh, and hopefully he doesn't fail in Tennessee, but not looking good for him.
It's not looking good.
And he had to know that going in. He had to be like, this could be a tough one, but the money's good.
But the money is good. He must have gambling debts.
Yeah, must.
Because, like I said, you don't get many opportunities to head coach in the NFL.
Nope.
Right? You
92 rounds is about all he's good for, so he better make this one count.
Yep. Look at McDaniels in. You would think that someone would try to hire McDaniels in.
No, nobody was. Josh McDaniels.
No one
was.
He's
a poison pill. Mike McCarthy's on his third team, though.
Yeah, but Mike McCarthy's also got a Super Bowl win, right? That's a different story.
Mike McCarthy's failing up. He went from the Packers, the dregs of the NFL, to the Cowboys, to the Steelers.
I saw something that said there's one team that in the NFC that has not made an NFC championship in this century. It is the. I was like, one team? They're 30. They're what? 16 teams. And every one of them in the 2000s have at least made the NFC championship. Yep. We're not talking Super Bowl. Yep. We're just saying NFC championship.
Yep. Every one of them.
And the Cowboys the only team that did. I know. Yep. It's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's entertaining. It's interesting. and that's, and the NFC has teams like the Detroit Lions, who were
bad for years.
For those first 10. For the first 23 years of the century.
They only made the NFC championship last year. That was their first one.
And that would be their first one ever.
And then not last year, 2 years ago. Washington broke this, was last year.
Yeah.
Seattle had already made it, and the Rams had already made it. But yes, Washington and the Lions were the last two teams that they did it.
Yep. Last year. Now it's just the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. I love that they're not good.
Yeah. I don't see him making it next year.
No.
So.
On the radio, they keep talking about what do the Cowboys need to do. And franchise Pickens is first on the list. Try to find a way to get Max Crosby to Dallas is number two.
They had a Max Crosby at home. And they got rid of it.
They did, but they have to know that their defense is a really big problem.
Yeah, but like paying Max Crosby and Quinnen Williams at the same time is not going to. Max Crosby's not going to solve anything. Like
he gives them pass rush. Quinnen Williams is not that. No, he's not that guy that's going to get. You're going to give you 10 sacks a season.
Yeah, but like. Yeah, you want Max Crosby. Any team would want Max Crosby because he's really good. But like, I just don't see how you could pull that off financially and have CeeDee Lamb and have Pickens and have Dak.
They never could, but because the rest of their team's no ones, and that's the problem.
Williams and still paying for Deron Bland, and I'm sure they're still paying for what's his face too.
The Diggs that went to
But he's not even on. He's not even on a team now. He got cut. So
he got cut from the Packers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. After they lost that playoff game, they cut him. So he would have to be on the hook for his contract. So like, yeah, he's just out there. Like, so I mean, that's still dead money on their books. Yeah, I guess I could find a way to be creative, but they have $16 million they're paying to Zach Martin next year, $6 million to Trayvon Diggs, and $1.6 they're paying to Mozzie Smith, who they traded in the Quinnen Williams deal. But then you got Dak Prescott, who's a $75 million cap hit. Yeah. And CeeDee Lamb, who's a $38 million cap hit next year. And Tyler Smith, who's a $27.5 million cap hit next year. And Quinnen Williams, who's a $21.6 million cap hit next year. Kenny Clark, who's a $21.5 million cap hit. And Osa Odigizula, who's a $20 million cap hit. Terrence Steele's an $18 million. Like, they got big money on the books. And they're currently $39 million over the cap. So, yeah, bring in Max Crosby. Let's see how that works. Like, it doesn't. Like, they're going to have to restructure everything just to be in the black and then pay for sign their draft picks.
They hope for a higher cap number, which will probably be a higher cap number.
Sure.
Next year. So that'll help them and a lot of other teams. But yeah, they're strapped. They're hopefully they've got 2 first-round picks this year. So they're hoping that maybe one of those picks can land them a guy of Max Crosby's caliber, but this doesn't make sense cap-wise. But Jerry will cut everyone. They'll so
yeah, I just don't understand how you do it. Let me pull up the calculator here and let's see if we restructure Dak, and then
keep kicking that can down
restructure
the road.
CD, and I guess restructure Tyler Smith, and then restructure Quinnen Williams. That's 4 restructures, which would get them. Is there a way to submit this? What I've just done? Oh yeah, submit, and that would get them to that give them plenty of cap space. Give them $44 million in cap space by restructuring those 4, but then they're just doomed in 2029.
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely they'll kick that can down the road until they possibly can. That's what someone who, I'm not gonna say knows their future isn't that long, but Jones wants to see them win. And you think if you tell me that we're screwed at 87 years old, and you tell me, well, we're screwed 5 years from now, you're like, I may not have 5 more years.
I'm gonna tell you what, if Jerry Jones was really serious about winning, he would let somebody else run the team.
No. He's not. He wants to win, but yes. But we've learned from the Jerry Jones of yesteryear that he wants to not just win, he wants to say that I'm the reason for winning.
Yeah.
Winning is not enough.
No.
Now, the fans just want to win. They don't care who gets them to the promised land. But that's going to be their downfall.
Yep.
And I love it. I absolutely love it.
Oh, I know you do. I find it amusing. I don't also necessarily love it. Now, if that were the Packers, I wish Jerry Jones would ran the Packers. I would love that.
Yeah, but that's a competent organization.
I know.
That's the greatest thing about the Cowboys. They could go get Max Crosby, right? They can go out and get Patrick Mahomes, right? I don't care. There's going to be some failure that prevents them from being good. And we'll say no. Well, when I say good, because though they haven't been to the NFC Championship, they've had 12 win teams, 13 win teams. They've got good teams. They just something
Super
prevents
Bowl
them.
Projected favorites right at the beginning of seasons, right?
Something prevents them from getting to that level, and it's Jerry Jones. So as long as he's there,
it's Jerry Jones. But then there's also that last play where Zeke was the center. And
pick pick a bad play.
Yeah.
Tony Romo fumbling.
Yeah. I always felt bad for Tony Romo for that.
Des Bryant against the Packers, catch, not a catch.
No, that was
like
a catch.
17 steps. He took like 17
He had
steps.
the ball, ran with it, rolled, got up, but he flicked the ball in the air because he got a touchdown. They called it a drop. Yeah.
So, yeah, you could pick a moment. They still lose.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
It is. I enjoy America's team losing, but yeah, I don't know. I like Dak Prescott too.
Listen, I've never said they don't have likable players. They just wear that uniform, and it's hard to like them.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I agree.
Like,
yeah.
Dak would love to go someplace else, but Dak's got the same problem that Myles Garrett has. He likes money.
He likes money, yeah. And lots of it,
money.
Too.
Yes. He'd love to go probably play for a winning team or just be a little bit more appreciated. Because I think he's a decent quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that they think they do. They always have pretty good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like a wide receiver, a Pro Bowl, all-pro wide receiver. Quarterback's been playing well. They have talent along the offensive line usually.
Mm-hmm.
All that gets them what? 11 wins in a first-round exit. It's beautiful.
It does get them that. And like you're right. On the flip side, they could be the Browns, right? And just lose. It could like Dak Prescott and Myles Garrett's fate could be swapped, right? And where the Browns are always 11 wins and lose in the first round, and the Cowboys are always 3 to 5 wins.
Oh, that'd be great too.
Always drafted at the top of the draft, which would be awesome as well. Yeah, yeah. It just is what it is. Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's sad. So the like the money thing. Did you ever see the movie The King of New York?
Yes. I love that movie.
So there's a line in there. I don't remember. There's like 2 things I remember from The King of New York. There's the dude eating a fire hydrant scene out of the side of the car, and then Christopher Walken has this line. He goes, "Oh, you know I love money," and I've always remembered that, and so. So when Myles Garrett and Dak Prescott, oh, you know I love money, they should have like the soundboard where he's just playing that when they're signing their contract, because that's the truth. And Myles Garrett is like, I gotta go somewhere where I can win, and they're just like, here's a bag. It's a burlap sack with a dollar sign on it, and there's bills flying out of it. All right.
His situation is different, right? Like Dak could plausibly say, "Hey, I want to win, and this is a good place to win. This is the best chance for me to win." It's not, but record-wise, he could say team composition. He could say exactly any team he goes is probably not going to be as good. They're looking for a quarterback.
Yeah,
not going to be as good. But Myles, oh my God. If he just really didn't want to play for that team and he forced them to get rid of him, he could have been Micah Parsons. He could have been as a Packer, right? There's a team that I'm just saying.
He could have been a Bear. He could still be a Bear, and he would be the greatest defensive end they've had since '85.
I'm just saying, you can get him out of your division. You can get him out of your conference. Yeah. He would go to the NFC. Somebody would pay for him. Pay handsomely for him, and he'd be in a better situation. But no, he likes money. Who does it? But
do you say he lacks or likes?
No, he likes money.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't lack
that much money.
No,
he's still only 30. So you figure he's got like 6-7 solid seasons in him, and if he wants to play,
but 6-7 years of just getting your face punched in is not cool.
It's a lot, but like. His face is protected by that neck. It like it wraps around. Like I have a feeling like as soon as the ball gets snapped, the neck wraps around like a shield, and he's protected.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
But it's but even if that, it's got to wear on you, right?
Oh,
losing wears on you.
Yeah.
Right? How many years do we say that Barry Sanders probably had left? 6?
6 or 7.
6? Top of his game, of course. Calvin Johnson, same. Just like
the franchise, the Lions drove Calvin Johnson out. Like, yeah, I can't remember what the circumstances were, but it wasn't pretty. Like, he left under duress, right? Like, he's like, fine, I quit then. Screw you guys. I'm going home. I think Barry Sanders was Sidler at the time, too. It's like, I just can't do this anymore.
I can't. We stink. I'm sorry. I'm arguably the best player that ever played at my position, and I just don't want to do this anymore. It's not fun. Football is not fun to me anymore because I play in Detroit. And it's the same with Myles Garrett. It could happen to Myles Garrett, but the money's different. I could find joy in $45 million a year, $41 million or whatever Myles Garrett is making. I could find joy.
Mm-hmm.
If it's only a couple weeks I got to get joy, I could find it.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like Myles Garrett on the Bears. I like Max Crosby on the Bears. I would prefer Myles Garrett, though. Myles Garrett is a scary, scary man. And,
he is. He's very scary. He's just put two guys over there. Just up. All right, we're playing the Cleveland Browns. Today we're running a tight end over there all game.
We're lining up a tight end, and we're bringing a tight end in motion over to that side as well.
That's what we're doing today. We got to have our Myles Garrett playbook in.
Yeah, there we go. Got another tackle being eligible.
Tackle. Yep. A lot.
Just so we can block Myles Garrett. Yeah, I'll take him. He'd be great. I would love to see him sack Jordan Love 10, 12 times a game. I would love that.
This free agency period is going to be, it'll be interesting. I'm
are there any like big free agents that even like?
There's Malik Willis. There is if the Cowboys do not sign George Pickens, he's an unrestricted free agent. If they don't franchise him, he's an unrestricted free agent.
So let's see. So I pulled up the old ESPN.com's ranking of the top 50 free agents for the season. Number 1 is Trey Hendrickson, defensive end.
32?
I want to say he'll be age entering 2026 season 31.
Okay.
Number 2 is George Pickens, who is only going to be 25 going into this season, which is crazy because it feels like he's been in the league for like 10 years. Number 3, center from the Ravens, Tyler Linderbaum.
Which is, I just heard that he is possibly going to the Giants?
Didn't they just draft a center like 2 years ago?
Yeah, he hasn't panned out.
Okay, Linderbaum is a Pro Bowler, though. Number 4, Daniel Jones.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him because no one's going to sign him at the beginning of the season.
Colts probably will.
You think the Colts will re-up on him at the beginning of the? That'd be nice.
Probably get him for a deal because he's hurt.
He can't play until halfway into the season, probably.
Yeah, I'll have to suffer with Anthony Richardson, I guess. Number 5, Jalen Phillips, edge rusher from the Eagles.
Yeah, he came from Miami. Their team defense got a lot better when they traded for him.
Yep. He'll be 27 entering. Number 6, also from the Colts, Alec Pierce, wide receiver, Cincinnati Bearcat. He'll be 26. Number 7, running back from the Jets, Breece Hall.
Yeah, he's
25.
Cowboys keys a running back unless they think Javonte Williams is their guy.
He was good for him.
He was good.
Then we have Rasheed Walker, offensive tackle from the Packers at number 8. He'll be 26. Wow. Then another edge rusher from the Chargers, Odofe Owe, edge rusher. He'll be 27, young guy. Another tackle from the Colts. Boy, the Colts have a lot of free agents. The Colts have 3 of the top 10 free agents in this upcoming free agency cycle. It's tough.
They got where, yeah.
I'm scrolling down here to see if there's any other names of note. Mike Evans, wide receiver. He'll be 33. I can't imagine he'd want to go somewhere else.
No, it's either sign for a vet minimum or something like that and play for the Bucks or retire.
Then we got Malik Willis coming in at number 17. Travis Etienne Jr. is a free agent. Isaiah Likely, Romeo Dobbs, wide receiver for the Packers. Khalil Mack, he's 35.
Yeah.
Your boy Kyle Pitts, senior.
Yeah, I forgot.
Kenneth Walker III. I don't know what his situation. Oh no, it was Charbonnet that got hurt.
The Charbonnet got hurt.
Brian Cook, safety out of Kansas City. Rashid Shaheed out of Seattle.
He is their speed guy that they traded for.
Mm-hmm.
If they win a Super Bowl, you don't need to have him back. No. Back to back's not that important, right? You know what I mean? Like, you got that one, you're good.
Well, Javonte Williams is a free agent though, so for the Cowboys, he's only 26. It feels like he's been around for forever too, but he was hurt for so many times.
You take him or Brees if you got the opportunity.
Yeah, I could see. Well, Jerry Jones isn't gonna have the money. You know what's gonna happen? He's gonna be like, we're all in. We're 30 million over the cap. We're not gonna do anything until we have to, and then all the free agents will be gone.
That's always what they do. They don't move. They're not busy in free agency because they can't. They can never be busy in free agency.
Joey Bosa, he's gonna be a free agent. Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah.
He's only 25.
Yeah.
Feels like he's been around for forever too.
First 1,000 yard season.
Yeah, hey, good for him. Yeah.
And it's a matter of whether he comes in there and the Giants can get a good price for him. Mm-hmm. They might keep him. But he's gonna have to play the market. He's gonna have to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some players on there. It'll be interesting. Like, there isn't like a big quarterback free agency.
No, there's usually not. No one's gonna let their top quarterback get to free agency.
Unless there's some cuts coming up. I mean, we could see Kyler Murray get cut or something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm another team, do I want Kyler Murray as my starting quarterback?
Depends on what price point you get him at.
I don't even know what price point I get him at. I don't know if he makes a good backup on my team that I can come back in, but someone like, what team would you take him if you're Atlanta and you say you get rid of Cousins, you need Penix is probably going to be out for the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
You go grab him to do that.
No,
the Jets, you go get.
I mean, the Jets need somebody.
Because
they've already said they're done with Justin Fields and they're not going to. I can't imagine they would go Tyrod Taylor. So I saw something. The 3 highest paid players on the Jets next year are Quinnen Williams, Justin Fields, and somebody else. I want to say it was a quarterback, and I can't think it was Aaron Rodgers, but it might be. I'm gonna go pull it up here. The Jets, New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, $35 million of dead cap next year. Sauce Gardner, $11 million dead cap next year. Quinnen Williams, $9.8 million dead cap next year. And Justin Fields is a $23 million cap hit next year, too.
Just giving away money, Woody Johnson.
Yeah, that's what he does, man. Aaron Rodgers being a $35 million cap hit against him is amazing.
Yeah, no,
that dude's a gift that keeps on giving to teams. That's what you get for wanting to mess with him. Like the Steelers need a quarterback. What are they going to do? They're going to go Aaron Rodgers again?
I heard Aaron Rodgers say he might come back if he could play with McCarthy again.
Why though? Why would they? Did they want him back?
I don't know. And they had to have been people out there who wanted that Steelers job.
Yeah.
Why Mike McCarthy?
I don't know. And if they got Mike McCarthy so they could retain Aaron Rodgers, that's the dumbest short-sighted move on the face of the earth. Why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense.
Nope. But I don't know if that team can construct a roster.
That team's going to be like a 5-win team next year.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they bring Aaron Rodgers back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't see how, like...
They said they already expect there's going to be some people that leave the team due to Tomlin not being there or just don't want to be there. Those were Tomlin guys. And they, like, if he's not here, why am I here?
No. There's going to be a lot of Steeler fans with the grass is always greener on their side syndrome next year.
Yeah. Yep. That's the thing. If you
can't wait for it.
What? I'm like, if I'm a Steelers fan and they've been fired Tomlin for the last 4 years, now he's gone. Now you're looking like, what do I have now? Why did we fire Tomlin? Like, it has to be instant regret when they say Mike McCarthy's is coming in to the building. I know that's how I felt. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to see him coming into my building.
I'm not a Steelers fan, and I felt instant regret. Like, yeah, like I don't understand. There can't be a single one that was like, yes, we did it. We upgraded.
No. He's got as many rings as Tomlin and not as much success.
Yeah. And he's not as well liked as Tomlin. But he's a Pittsburgh guy. He cried at the press conference because he's so excited to be a Steeler, and that's good for him. I just don't understand how it's good for the Steelers. But I'm not Steelers, so it don't matter to me none.
Nope.
I guess I can stop being a fan of him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's one less thing to worry about.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like Forrest Gump said. That's
one
less thing to worry about.
Yeah, interesting. Well, there's something else I wanted to look at here. There was, where is it?
There was people who got denied from the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Bill Belichick.
And Eli Manning. Didn't like that.
Oh, that's right. Eli Manning, 2 years in a row, he's blocked or not in there. Bill Belichick, because they changed the way the voting works. They like all the old timers and then the coaches all got lumped into one group, and they said you only vote for 3. So there's like Roger Craig and other old time guys that should be in the Hall of Fame. Plus, then you had Bill Belichick and all the executives, and Robert Kraft and all those guys. In a world where how is Bill Belichick is a Hall of Famer? He should be like
of course.
He should have just been
an easy selection.
I know we have to be 5 years, but let's just put you in anyway. I mean, like it should for that not to happen. There feels like something weird had to have occurred.
I don't care about those old timers. There's not one old timer with a better resume at their job
than Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick is arguably the greatest head coach of all time. He's definitely the best head coach of the last 50 years, right? So,
yeah, 50's tough, but yes.
Who's better than him in the last 50 years?
He's got the championships. He's definitely got the championships.
He's got 8 Super Bowls to his name, 6 as a head coach. He's gone, 9 times. He's the second winningest coach of all time.
How many times have Andy Reid went? He went with the Eagles and they lost. He took the Eagles to 4 NFC championships, 1 Super Bowl.
Okay.
Then he lost that one. Then he won 3 recently in Kansas City, and it's taken him to 4 or 5?
All right, hold on.
I'm just saying it's competitive.
Bill Belichick has appeared in 13 AFC championship games as a head coach.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
He's won 9 of those. Yeah, 13 is a ton. It's like almost every year, right? In 2001, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. He almost went to 10 straight AFC championship games. Yes, Andy Reid has had a great career, but Bill Belichick is arguably the greatest coach of the last 50 years, maybe the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah, the championships is really hard to deny.
Yeah.
Right. The championships, because you're putting them up there with my boy Bill Parcells. He's only won 2 in those 50 years, right? That's fine. But he's also up in there with Shula and
Shula doesn't have his one?
One. What's the name from the architect of the West Coast offense in San Francisco?
Bill Walsh.
You have him up there in that category. Like 50 is a lot. Like the last 25 easily. But when you start thinking about it, no one's got no. I think he's got more championship rings for as a coach than anyone else. So that's in history. So I guess you could say you can go further than you could go Lombardi if you really wanted to.
Most Super Bowl wins by head coach. I'm gonna go.
Easily.
Bill Belichick was 6. He's number one.
Yes, it's
Chuck
number
Noll
one.
has 4 with the Steelers. Bill Walsh has 3. Joe Gibbs had 3. Andy Reid has 3, all with the Chiefs. Vince Lombardi has 2. Tom Flores with the Raiders has 2. Jimmy Johnson with the Cowboys has 2. George Seifert has 2. Mike Shanahan with the Broncos has 2. Tom Coughlin has 2. Bill Parcells has 2. Tom Landry has 2. And Don Shula has 2.
Yeah, the 6 is difficult, right? It's difficult to argue.
And
difficult
going 9 times as well.
But he cheated. Right? Going 9 times is tough.
Going 9 times is tough. 13 AFC championships, 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 Super Bowl wins as a head coach, 2 as an assistant coach, as a defensive coordinator, right? Like, it's hard to deny.
No, he's got the numbers. Easily, he's got the numbers. I saw somebody told me that someone said that his record, which is not his fault, you play what you have. His record without Tom Brady is under 500.
Sure.
It's under that, but he was starting to win with Drew Bledsoe too. So
yeah, I mean, Tom Brady replaced Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, and for 2 Super Bowls wasn't the Tom Brady that we know he turned out to be.
Yeah,
but those 2
Super Bowls
they won because in spite of Tom Brady throwing 2 or 3 interceptions in one of those games, they
80
still
yards or whatever, right? Like,
yeah,
Tom Brady was great and was the greatest quarterback of all time. But and we also have to remember this too. Bill Belichick was the general manager of those teams too. He built those teams. So he was also the executive and the head coach of those teams, right? Like, so, I don't know, man. It's hard to, They just for 11 people to say, because he needed 40 out of 50 votes to make the Hall of Fame, and he didn't get it. So 11 people had to say, "Nah, I'm not gonna put Bill Belichick on my thing."
That's tough. Because me as a Patriots hater, if I was in that room with a vote, it would have been extremely difficult.
Yeah, how could you?
Only hate and spite would have kept. That's the only thing you have, right? But the only thing is, and it sucks. And I think you said it in our other chat. Man, it's funny to see the NFL Hall of Fame get a little bit of MLB Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they're as bad as the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
It does feel like that, where they're like, we're going to punish you for something.
Yeah.
And the punishment is you're not going to make it on the first ballot.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can hold them out.
No.
Like, and I think it's a little bit, I'm not going to say babyish that I hear that.
It is babyish.
That Bill Belichick's like, I'm not going to go. I can't go. Like, whatever. Yeah. It's babyish both ways.
Yes. But it is. And it makes you look stupid. It makes your Hall of Fame look stupid, just like it makes the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame,
of course,
look stupid. They look every year. They look stupid, and it's just like they go out of their way to be dumb. And you're just like, why are we being so stupid? There's no need for it. And it's like that argument. Like, if you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer, and I get there's something about getting in on the first try means you're better than the rest or whatever, right? But if you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer.
You're a Hall of Fame. Once you got that jacket, you got the jacket.
Yeah, and it's just like in baseball when Ichiro wasn't unanimous, right? One person didn't vote for Ichiro, right? Like, why? Why would you do that? Like, what are you proving? Like, like you can't be that. That's why the country's in the state that it is, because people are going, I'm not going to vote for them just out of principle. It's like, no. Like,
what's your principle? Your principle's flawed.
Yeah, your principle's
flawed.
He
deserve it? Did he deserve it? Then give him what he deserves.
It's a protest vote. Go to hell. Go to hell with your protest vote. You know Ichiro is a Hall of Famer. You know Bill Belichick's a Hall of Famer. What are we doing?
What are we doing? There's really no reason. Like even like I said, if and I'm all for it, right? Like I'm all for some integrity of the game. That the only thing I could think of that would possibly do it is the cheating scandals that has come with his name. If you want to hold him out for 1 year because of that, I'm fine. Just like the same thing in baseball. If you don't want to vote Barry Bonds in for 1 year of because the steroids or that era for 1 year because of steroids, I can get that. But he's got to make it into your Hall of Fame, doesn't
Barry
he?
Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame. Alex Rodriguez should be
without
in the Hall
a doubt.
of Fame.
Right? Like this doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. Pete Rose should have been in the Hall of Fame before he died, right? Like there's lots of things that and baseball's stupid because they act like they're holier than thou. Like we're the gatekeepers of we are the sports writers. We're the gatekeepers of the integrity of baseball. Bullshit. Go to hell. Just like you. But the bill, like yeah, whatever. Like
if they want to say because they were the team on multiple times, him being the GM, the organization had faced $1 million fines for some of the things that he did.
Yeah.
So if you want to say, because there are two teams, the Eagles and the Panthers both had gripes about the way they lost their
Colts
Super Bowls.
Colts always complained.
Yes.
Phil Polian had nothing but complaints.
But when it came out that they were stealing plays from those teams and did it in the Super Bowl, it directly caused their first 2 wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I could see a gripe if you want to say that, because I'm not even going to talk about Deflategate, whatever. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But Spygate was legit.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were recording practices, right? Like whatever. Like I don't even know anymore. And it's bad. And I'm not like saying that it's good, right? But I there's almost with a level of certainty that every team has cheated in some capacity somewhere, right?
There's some of that, but sometimes it gets to like the level. Like let's we go in baseball. Another example. Sign stealing is baseball.
Yeah.
Hide your signs, it's baseball. But what the Astros were doing took it to that next level.
They had an in-game system of cameras and hitting garbage cans.
Correct.
And all that yeah, right?
If it was deemed that, because we really don't know how in-depth the cheating went, right? But if it was found out that they were really going above and beyond to steal signals and tape practices and things like look at what happened to dude in Michigan a couple years ago, right? They were flying him to all these different places so he can steal their signs. It was next level stuff.
But he was stealing the signs because he was just good at reading signs though, right?
Yeah, the documentary says that at some point in time they
just really good code cracking sort of thing.
Yes, but at one point in time he wasn't on the team. Like he wasn't paid for the team. They were paying him to go to some of these games and steal signs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So there was a little bit of extra to that. And the same thing goes for that. If you find out that they was like, okay, this is a little bit out of the scope of what we would deem acceptable.
Yeah. I get that. Like I'm not condoning cheating in any way whatsoever, right? Like
if you're not cheating, you're not trying. I still love that. I love that
to it though too, right? Like it's not like so like on the flip side, Sean Payton and Bountygate.
Yes.
Right? That's not cheating. That's intentionally willfully going out with the intent to
hurt people.
To hurt people, right? And then rewarding that, right? That's different. Right, and if Sean Payton's never in the Hall of Fame, I'm fine with that. He doesn't deserve it. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Well, Harlan, we need to go through. We don't have any games this week coming up because it's the off week, and we gotta wait for the the Patriots and the Seahawks playing the Super Bowl. But we do have on November 5th, we have, crud, hold on.
You said November 5th.
Not November, February 5th. You knew
what?
You knew what I meant. Sometimes you say, oh, what are you going to dress up for as Christmas this year? I mean, Halloween, right? It's like that, right? That's what I did. On February 5th is the NFL Honors. So there's lots of awards, and because you are in a 2-game hole, which is insurmountable with Super Bowl.
With only one game
Super
being
Bowl
played.
is 2, the best we can do is tie, right? So we're going to go through the lineup here of all the awards, and we're going to pick winners, and we'll see if we can get any of them right. This one's harder because there's 5 options for each category. So,
but some will probably be easier than others.
Some will be easier than others. We're going to start with the ones that mean less to me and most of the world. The AP Assistant Coach of the Year award.
Okay.
We have our 5 candidates are Vic Fangio from the Philadelphia Eagles, defensive coordinator. Brian Flores, Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator. Vance Joseph, Denver Broncos defensive coordinator.
Vance.
Clint Kubiak, Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator. And Josh McDaniels, New England Patriots offensive coordinator.
I'm going to give it to Vance Joseph and the Broncos.
All right. I'm going to put Vance Joseph here. I'm going to go Clint Kubiak.
Okay. Because the offense has been good, but the Seattle is about their defense. Same thing with, that's why those other teams, or I picked them, because I feel like the Broncos are winning because of their defense, and he's the head guy behind the defense. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with the Patriots. They're winning because their defense is great. Josh McDaniels, their offense is okay, but their defense is where they're winning. Like if you was going to put the Broncos defensive coordinator, not the Broncos, the Seattle's defensive coordinator, and then it'd be tougher. So that's why I'm going Vance.
But their defensive coordinator is their head coach, though.
Yeah.
And we have the AP Coach of the Year now. So this is a good one. Liam Cohen, Duval from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's favorite psychopath, Ben Johnson from the Chicago Bears. Good, better, best. Mike McDonald, the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks and their defensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan from the 49ers. And Mike Vrabel from the Patriots.
Man, I really want to give it to Duval.
I know.
But I'm going to say Seattle's head coach.
Mike McDonald. Wow. Well, I have to.
Because there are teams I didn't expect them to do what they did. And Seattle's definitely one.
Well, I'm going Ben Johnson because
mm-hmm.
short of me picking them to win the games, no one else did. No one else gave him the opportunity. Plus, he's just my favorite. So here's a fun one: AP Comeback Player of the Year award.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs, New England Patriots wide receiver. No. Aiden Hutchinson, Detroit Lions defensive end. Mm-mm. Beautiful horseman, Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback. And he was just bad last year, wasn't he? Did he get hurt? He must have got hurt for like the last game of the year or something like that.
He's always kind of hurt.
Came back from injury. He was out of game.
I think it's bad.
Christian McCaffrey, CMC from the San Francisco 49ers, running back. And then
he's always coming back.
Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys.
This is tough.
Mm-hmm. I will say that CMC is up for the Offensive Player of the Year as well, I believe. And the MVP. MVP and Offensive Player of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year.
Nice.
Will he get shut out in all 3?
I'm going to put him for the Comeback Player of the Year.
You're going CMC?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Dak. Then we have the Defensive Rookie of the Year. AP Defensive Rookie of the Year presented by EA Sports Madden NFL. Xavier Watts, Atlanta Falcons safety. Carson Schwessinger, Cleveland Browns linebacker. James Pierce Jr., Atlanta Falcons defensive end. Nick Emanwari, Seattle Seahawks defensive back. And Abdul Carter, New York Giants linebacker.
Not Abdul Carter. Like, I'm gonna go with Seattle defensive back.
All right, you're going with Eminwari. I'm gonna go with what's his name for the Browns? Schlesinger.
He was good.
Yes, he was.
But I could be good when you got 3 guys trying to block.
True.
A moving building over here on the other side.
This is gonna be a fun one. AP Offensive Rookie of the Year presented by EA Sports Man.
I think I'm gonna go with Jackson Dart.
Well, let me give you. Hold on. Let me give you all Tyler from the Saints quarterback. Tet McMillan, wide receiver, Panthers. Travion Henderson, running back, Patriots. Emeka Egbuka, Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver.
They don't give the award for half a season, Egbuka.
So you're gonna give it to Dart?
Yes.
And Jackson Dart, the New York Giants quarterback. Well, you're gonna go Dart, obviously.
You're gonna go Terry from.
I'm gonna go Tet McMillan.
Panthers. The Panthers one was probably gonna win it. Yes.
Yeah. Then we have the AP Offensive Player of the Year presented by Microsoft Copilot. Microsoft, let it go. No one's going to use Copilot ever. Just let it go. Have you seen the memes going around where it's like the evolution of the trash bin icon from Microsoft? It's like Windows 3, 95, blah, and then it goes Teams logo, and now it's a Copilot logo. All right. Well, Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. Drake May, New England Patriots quarterback. Christian McCaffrey, San Francisco 49ers running back. Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver. Bajan Robinson, Atlanta Falcons running back. And Jackson Smith-Njigba, Seattle Seahawks wide receiver. This was tough.
This is tough. Because in my opinion, it's between JSN and Puka.
Yes. I agree.
Got it.
Want me to pull up the numbers for everybody?
I'm going to pull up. I only need Puka and JSN.
Okay. Puka Nacua. And then let me see, where can I do the side-by-side? Compare players.
JSN had 119 receptions with 1793 with 10 TDs. It's really, really good.
All right, I'm going to compare the two of them here. Side-by-side, just 2025. All right. JSN 17 games to Puka 16. Puka 129 receptions, 129 to 119. Receiving yards, JSN 1793 to Puka 1715. Yards per reception, Jackson Smith-Njigba 15.1 to Puka's 13.3. Touchdowns, they both had 10. Puka had more rushing attempts and yards, and that's it.
One JSN.
That's a really good. God, it's tough. I'm going to go Puka. One of us is getting it. One of us is getting it. Then we have the Defensive Player of the Year award presented by TCL.
I think we both know who's getting this one.
Well, let me go through it real fast here. We have Will Anderson Jr. from the Houston Texans defensive end. Nick Bonito.
Next question. Can I ask a question? I'm going to ask this question with every player. Did he break the sack record?
No.
Okay, so let's get
Nick Bonito, Denver Broncos linebacker.
Did he break the sack record?
No.
Okay.
Aiden Hutchinson, Detroit Lions defensive end. And these are all pass rushers that are off the list as well.
That's a good guy. He gets a lot of sacks. Did he break the sack record?
No.
Okay.
Miles Garrett, Cleveland Browns defensive end.
How about him? Did he break the sack record?
Yes. And then Micah Parsons, Green Bay Packers defensive end.
Yeah, he was injured when they needed him. Did he break the sack record?
No, he did not.
I'm gonna go with the guy that broke the sack record, the all-time NFL sack record, in the fewest attempts
possible snaps available to do it.
So
I'm not gonna go counterpoint here. Just to
there's no need to do that.
No, and then finally, we have the MVP presented by Invisalign.
It's a quarterback award, so anyone not a quarterback, just throw them off the list.
Christian McCaffrey, running back, 49ers.
No.
Well, I ask you a question. Is he a quarterback? No.
Is he a quarterback? He's not. Yeah, so
then we have Josh Allen from the
He's a
Buffalo
quarterback.
Bills.
Okay.
Quarterback, yes. Beautiful horseman Trevor Lawrence.
Also a quarterback. Yes. Okay.
Drake May, New England Patriots quarterback. And Matthew Stafford, Los Angeles Rams quarterback.
It's Matt Stafford.
Yeah, it is Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
I had Matt Stafford's numbers up here. What did I do with them? Oh, I switched to look at Puka Nakua's numbers.
Did he get 5,000 yards again? He seems to
Matt Stafford this year threw for 4,707 yards.
Oh, just 4,000? Soft.
46 touchdowns.
Jesus Christ.
Versus 8 picks. He had a rating of 109, which is preposterous for a season. It's just so high. He had a really good year. He was AP first team quarterback for if he does not get the MVP. It's got to be Matt Stafford.
There you go.
Oh, did I disappear for a minute?
No, I think my internet froze.
No, Harland. No, it says my interconnection is unstable, which I don't believe. I just stared down the router. It apologized.
Oh.
Well, here's your chance, Harland, because last week there were only 2 games and you could only do so much, right? We both had the Patriots. You took the Rams. I took the Seahawks. And I had a perfect week once again.
What you're saying is I should have just... No, I couldn't. I picked the Rams. I had to.
After the previous week, I basically I left the door open for you at the previous week when I took all dogs.
You did.
All dogs and all dogs lost. And all dogs
I did not want. I just knew after that whooping. I said, "Oh, Seattle's on a war path. They almost can't be stopped at this point in time."
Rams had a chance.
Rams had a chance.
A chance. I mean, that's been like their mantra when they lose. It's always like, boy, they should have won. They could have won that game. Yeah, but they didn't. And
they said they played 3 games, and it went 2 to Seattle, 1 to the Rams, and the final score I think was 3. The final point differential
between the 3 games.
All 3 games is 3 points. Unlike the
first game they lost to Seattle, they were winning for 90% of the game. Sam Darnold had a backwards pass bounce off a helmet for a 2-point conversion. Like it was just craziness because Sam Darnold was terrible in that game. He had like 4 picks and they still won. That's usually something that was reserved for Matt Stafford.
Oh, Matt Stafford. That's a Matt Stafford.
It's a Matt Stafford stat.
Yep.
Oh well. I did it. Yeah, there you go. And this is like the God, I hate this in between week for the Super Bowl, especially because the Bears aren't in it. Bears could have totally beat this New England team.
That Seattle team would have been very difficult.
Oh, they would have ran over Seattle, no problem. That's the thing that kills me. They had the chance and they blew it against the Rams. They would have gone to Seattle, won by 50 probably. It would have just been like Caleb would have like cranked it up to another level in that game.
The whole game or just the fourth
quarter? They would have scored 7 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, this one sucks. The Super Bowl is not. I'm not looking forward to this one.
I do not care. I care so little about the Super Bowl. I feel like I say that every year, but this year it's an all-time low.
Yeah, usually I've been hate watching because of the Eagles. Hoping that they lost last year. They did not lose, and I was upset about that. But this year they lost, and I'm good. But this time I'm not even going to hate watch. It's like I really don't care. If Patriots win, whoop-de-doo. I'll be upset, but I won't care. There's no Brady. There's no Bill Belichick there. I don't care. And that's part of the reason. Well, we'll talk about those picks last time, but I need to see Vrabel in this situation. Even though Mike McDonald's never been in a situation either. So.
No. I really like Vrabel too. And we'll talk about this, but like I want you to think about that. I'm gonna plant a seed. You were your kids big on the 6'7" thing?
No. Not that they don't say that in my house though.
So you don't allow it, or
no? They just yeah.
So it was a big thing around here, especially for the
young
grade.
one, or it seems like my kids missed it a little bit.
God, like even today, it's like she looked at the clock and she goes, "Oh, it's 6:07." It's like, oh my God. So, but I find a level of delight in like being the John Stockton to her Karl Malone.
Oh, you set up passes?
Oh God, yeah, I set it up all the time because it drives everybody else crazy, right? Like I don't care, but it's on its death knell, right? Like it's in its death throes. Like kids don't think it's cool anymore. Think about it now. How many commercials during the Super Bowl will feature 6-7 in them?
I hope no. Oh my God, please none.
Probably. My guess is 3, maybe 5. We'll make a 6-7 joke.
If they do, it's officially over.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's that's a nail, the final nail in the coffin for 6-7.
I feel like the people doing commercials now know that it's not like old guys just sitting in there trying to put.
You think that?
I figure that it's. I hope it's not. I pray it's not.
It'll happen. It'll show up at least once, but I bet you it'd be like 3. But just think about it.
Oh, I had not thought about that.
It's happening. You know it.
It's trash.
Ooh,